GamerAF. Today we are playing One Way to Die. Have no clue what this game is. Just gonna. It looked interesting. It's like a story-based thing. So you read like a story, you jump in, you choose a choice, as you can see, and you can live or you can die. So suddenly you snap awake in your bed, mouth dry, eyes sticky, and a slight film of moisture covering your whole body as you blink away the fog of that last dream, the one where you died. A feeling of dread creeps over you. You are barely able to recall the last few seconds when suddenly it is replaced by a pretty nasty headache. Despite the feeling that horrible things are about to happen, and you pulsating cranium, you remember that today is the last day the glorious Finnegan Brothers Fun Park is open. While the closing itself is truly a crime against humanity, the upside is that all the rides and games are free, and the fried foods are heavily saturated as well as discounted. And there's something else. There's a chance to win your own elephant. Who would pass that up? Even with the specter of death leering down, or leering about. But do you stop to take an aspirin for the wretched headache, or make a sandwich to fill up your empty belly, or just say F it and head to the car? Well, I'm gonna eat me a sandwich. Wonderful. As you walk into the kitchen, the landline phone rings. That's right, you still have one. Who could it be, you wonder as you reach for the receiver, the cold chill of paranoia blowing its icy breath across the back of your neck. Hello! You greet the caller as the frayed edge complete with exposed wire that you've been meaning to fix rubs up against your elbow, and the rest right at the bin there. Well, unfortunately for you, there's a freak surge of power that pulses up through the line as you finally figure out who's on the other end, allowing them the personalized horror of hearing you get electrocuted right there. And then before the audio fizzles out, dropping to your knees, steaming and sizzling from various orifices, while peeing yourself profusely. Not just you pee some, no. You are non-stop stream right now. You're flooding your apartment with your urine. You collapse into death. You have died from the telephone electrocution. Thanks! Okay. You snap awake again from what seems like a dream where you died in a most horrible manner. Clearly, I couldn't have, you say to yourself. It was only a dream. Still, you can't shake the feeling that dreadful things await you this day. And just like in the dream, a roaring headache shoots into your brain right on cue. As the last of the dream dissipates, you remember that today is actually the last day of Finnegan's Brothers Fun Park is open. You close your eyes once more to fight back the piercing pain of the headache. Take a deep breath. Ready yourself for, hopefully, imagined dangers lurking outside your bedroom. You decide to browse Reddit on your phone and real quick before popping up to head out. Look at the local subreddit. You notice a post with a link to your own obituary. What the heck? You exclaim as you click the post. There are a few comments, some talking ish about you and even some few of your neighbors. You hit the comment button and respond about this oddity when the phone falls from your hand. Your eyes go blank and you slump back into your pillow. You have died from the unknown. Really? I can't even just wake up without dying? Come on, man. Okay. You snap awake again from what seems like a dream where you died in a most horrible manner. Clearly it couldn't have been. Say it to yourself. It was only a dream. Still, you can't shake the feeling that dreadful things await you this day. And just like in the dream, a roaring headache shoots into your brain right on cue. As the last of the dream dissipates, you remember that today is actually the last day of Finnegan Brothers Fun Park is open. You close your eyes once more to fight back the piercing pain of the headache. Take a deep breath and ready yourself for the hopefully imagined dangers lurking outside your bedroom door. But do you stop to take an aspirin for the wretched headache, or make a sandwich to fill your empty belly? or just say screw it and head to the car. Okay, well, we ate a sandwich last time and we got electrocuted. So this time I'm going to take some medicine for my headache. How about them apples? You enter the bathroom in a blind fury as the headache repeatedly stabs at your brain from all sides. After almost giving up hope, you spot it out of the corner of your eye, lying capless on the floor behind the toilet, picking up the bottle and giving it a swift shake as your reward, with 6 little pills that you try to swallow, mustering what saliva you can in the process. The majority go down easily, even enough, but the last one just happens to get lodged in your throat a bit, causing you to hack and cough. It even hurts a little bit as you begin to worry about choking on it. Luckily, it dryly finds its way down to your stomach. Washing it down further with some foul-tasting sink water. Hey, sink water is not that bad. Water seems to help. That was a close one, you'd think, as you wash your face in the sink. Okay, maybe you're just being a bit paranoid about that. A smile crosses your face as you remember there is no time for such dark thoughts. It's the fun park's last day. Yes, perhaps it is time to get going to the fun park. Or do I want to catch that sandwich? Now, let's go to the fun park. As if it were Christmas, you run down the stairs with childish glee, even a little skip in your step. But when you get downstairs and place your hand on the front doorknob, you suddenly remember that you had promised yourself you'd polish your gun before heading out to the fun park. Knowing how forgetful and lazy you are, it is probably better this is taken care of now. Can't have a dirty firearm laying out. You slide it out from beneath the couch cushion and begin to vigorously polish it, all while forgetting to check the clip and the chamber. Clearly, you've never seen anyone clean a gun before, as you are merely shining it, if anything, but while you are looking down the barrel like an idiot, one of your grubby little fingers rubs against the trigger just enough to make it fire, a death most instantaneous and messy. So I've blown up my skull, I've been electrocuted, gosh darn it, anyway, I've died from a gunshot, self-inflicted, so I basically committed unwanted suicide. Oh boy. You snap awake! Again! From what seems like a dream where you died in a most horrible manner. As the last dream dissipates, you remember that today is actually the last day of Finnegan Brothers Fun Park is open. But do you stop to take an aspirin for that wretched headache, or make a sandwich to fill up your empty belly, or just say screw it and head to the car? Well, I took the aspirin and I was good, so I'm gonna take the aspirin again. Alright, so I find the aspirin behind the toilet again, and I swallow all 5 pills except for the 1/6 one that kind of gets stuck. Okay, so I swallow some nasty sink water, and now I want to see. Well, last time we ran happily out the door to try and go in to the park, but of course we forget our gun needs to be polished. So now then, I think this time I'm gonna eat me something. You burst into the kitchen like a MFer, heading directly to the fridge to make the fastest and fillingest sandwich you can before heading off to the fun park. You are in such a hurry, you just start putting it together right there on the second shelf. Why bother taking it to the counter when all the fixings are just coming right back here anyway? Just as you place the top piece of bread on, you hear someone very closely behind you say, "Delicious." You whip your head around and get clubbed in the face and fall into darkness. Who knows how much time has passed, but something smells delicious indeed. You open your eyes and you found yourself strapped to the table. Both your arms and one of your legs, as the other one appears to be missing. As you start to freak out, you see that part of your leg is being cooked on the stove by the cannibal bastard who poorly took it off. He smiles and quickly comes over to finish the job with the brand new chef's knife he bought last week. Crap. So I've died from cannibalism because someone broke into my house while I was trying to fix myself lunch and ate me. Thanks, game. Okay. I snap awake. Headache. Today's the last day of the park. I want to go grab an aspirin. Wait, no. Can I just grab a sandwich or are we going to die of electrocution? What? Okay, so this is a completely different death. You pop into the kitchen and start snatching up all the necessary ingredients for your double-decker sandwich when the new lava lamp you just bought catches your eye. It is tantalizing and you do vaguely remember something funny involving them and a microwave. You saw on the internet, because that helps everything. If you ever want to do something stupid and it has the words, well, I saw this on the internet, don't do it. Anyway, without a second thought or a concern for the nagging, dreadful feeling from earlier, you walk over and pick that sucker up and head for the microwave. 10 minutes is crazy, but maybe 5 will produce the effects you are optimistically confused about and hoping for. You lean forward, almost pressing your face against the door in a childish enthusiasm as the lava lamp hits an important and critical heat, then explodes forth from the microwave with great force. Glass, fire, microwave shrapnel, and the hot lamp lava blast into your face, ripping it apart like wet tissue paper. And while it does kill you pretty quickly, it was not quick enough to make it a painless death. You have died by microwave explosion because you're an idiot. Dang it. But this is me making choices, so I'm the idiot for putting a lava lamp in the microwave. I'm awake. Wait, this has another one. Okay. You snap awake again from what seems like a dream where you died in a most horrible manner. Clearly, I couldn't have. You say to yourself, it was only a dream. Still, you can't shake the feeling that dreadful things await you this day. And just like in the dream, a roaring headache shoots into your brain right on cue. As the last of the dream dissipates you remember that today is actually the last day of Finnegan Brothers Park is open. You close your eyes once more to fight back the piercing pain of the headache. Take a deep breath and ready yourself for the hopefully imagined dangers lurking outside the bedroom door. You stand up from the bed and stretch a little. A yawn slips out as you scratch your head and turn toward the window, which happens to have a lovely view of Murphy's Lake. A gorgeous day to spend at Finnegan Brothers, and the scene itself seems to soothe your headache just a bit when suddenly an arrow bursts through the glass, piercing you in the eyeball and penetrating deep into your brain. You stagger for a few seconds and finally losing your balance and dropping to your knees as a single stream of blood trickles down from your eye. Your headache is replaced by a wholly different sensation now, which you only experience for a split second before falling forward, dead. You have been punctured by an arrow. So I can't wake up. I can't eat. I can take aspirin, so I can do drugs. That's perfectly fine. I can't leave my house or I'll die. This is bad, okay? And I wake up, I get the headache, it's the last day at the park. What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna walk out the... You go speeding down the stairs at an unreasonable pace when you stumble halfway to the bottom in a panic, mostly due to that weird dream you had. You grabbed onto the railing for stability. You know that shady railing that overlooks your quiet, fancy living room, the one that really should be replaced after your Uncle Frank snapped it off like a twig that one Thanksgiving. Uncle Frank had a bit too much to drink, if you ask me. And apparently the guy who hired to put it back in place didn't really intend for it to take any weight at all. That being said, the dang thing snaps right off, and you twist to the side right before you go down with it. Sadly, your leg catches on the jagged edge of one of the pickets with slashes. It wide open and severs your femoral artery. You hit the floor like a sack of crap and moan in pain as blood pours forth from your massive wound. It only takes a matter of minutes for enough blood to escape your body and kill you. You have bled out. Great. Thanks. Okay, so... I don't... a subdue. Wait, have immunities and it says a subdue alerts. So what if I go get aspirin, then I just leave? Yay! Awesome! I learned stuff! Yay! You head downstairs at lightning speed, fueled by the desire for cheap food and free ride, not to mention a possible free pet elephant. You accidentally skip over one of the middle steps and almost lose your balance. Stumbling, you immediately grab onto the railing, which saves you from tumbling down the stairs into the quite lovely solid oak door you had installed last year. For your own safety, you decide to descend a bit slower, because you're smart. Good stuff. As you make it to the bottom of the stairs, your belly reminds you that you should eat before leaving, lest that fuel runs out. Conflict by your love of the fun park and your body need for energy, you stop at the bottom of the stairs to make yet another important and oddly timed decision. Okay, well, it still says the subduer lurks. So, I'm leaving. No time to waste, you scream as you hurry toward the front door. You check your pockets en route to make sure you have your keys and every scrap of cash you possibly own. Once you're satisfied, you put on your shoes and just jam the laces down inside, since tying them will probably take too dang long. You glance back one last time to make sure the lights are off, as far as you can see. Wouldn't want to waste electricity. Just before you lay your hand on the doorknob, you hear a very fast knock, then nothing. You hesitate for a second, then swing the door open quickly, just as you are in full view. A Molotov cocktail blasts you in square in the face. The fire spreads from the immediate vicinity of the front hallway. You lay screaming as shock sets in. You have been killed by a Molotov cocktail. Really? A Molotov cocktail. Am I wanted dead? Is that what is happening at the moment? Does someone just want me dead right now? Is that how you feel? Like, no doubt? Is that how you really feel? I'm quite upset. I've died so many times. I've lost count. If you guys remember how many times I've died so far, write it down in the comments below. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like. And if you want to see more episodes of One Way to Die, apparently there are not one way to die, there are many, because my guy's an idiot who just can't freaking get out the door to go to the fun park. Anyway, calming down, I've taken that breath before realizing that I'm going to die again. If you wanted to see more of this, be sure to click that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next One Way to Die.